What's going on, guys? MVideo here, coming at you with another Destiny video. Yesterday, February 8th, Bungie hosted a live stream on their Twitch revealing the new sandbox that will be introduced with update 2.5.0.2, and that will be coming out next Tuesday. Being mainly a PvP player, I want to give a few of my thoughts on some of the things lined up with this new patch and what may come with the future of the Crucible within the next coming months. So first things first is that I'm really happy to see a nerf to shotguns, or really just the Matador 64 and its clones. That thing was super annoying in year 1, and it was still really annoying in year 3. Something that I found interesting was that they removed any sort of precision damage shotguns had. That includes if you aim down the sight or I'm going to be saying ADS in this video for short. This doesn't just nerf the Matador and make way for something else like the Party Crasher +1 to come along again. This will effectively nerf any sort of shotgun play in Destiny. Now, throughout the livestream, Deej and the sandbox developers kept saying that they don't want to nerf weapons into the ground, but it definitely seems like Bungie does not want to see shotguns being used that much in the Crucible anytime soon, or really anytime in the foreseeable future. Now, while we're still talking about special weapons, let's talk about snipers real quick. When Bungie originally nerfed Destiny and nerfed the Matador 64 and the Party Crasher +1 the first time around, the age of snipers happened. So as of right now, there are no changes that will occur with sniper rifles. So what's going to stop snipers from using weapons like the LDR or the 1K stare to their highest potential again? To me, it just kind of seems like we're repeating history again, as opposed to seeing other archetypes like fusion rifles or sidearms kind of hold the spotlight for a little while. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see a rise of fusion rifles. It would be hilarious just hearing the whooping noise over and over again, especially in like Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, or really any sort of specialty Crucible event. Now, same thing with sidearms. Sidearms are really cool. They're just like an extension of your primary weapon, and I believe that they're just severely underused. I would definitely like to see them show up a little bit more in the Crucible, because I like using them. They're a lot of fun. Now, let's get on to the primary weapons. Alright, Grasp of Malik and Clever Dragon users, your reign of terror is finally over. Your bullet hoses won't save you now. Now, on top of reducing the rate of fire of the Clever Dragon and the Grasp of Malik, we also saw an increase to the rate of fire to higher impact pulse rifles, mainly pertaining to the Messenger and Spare change archetypes. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and sound off in the comments down below if I am, this also applies to the Hopscotch Pilgrim as well. So, with the higher rate of fire increase, will we see the Messenger and the Hopscotch Pilgrim take over and still have a pulse rifle dominant Crucible? I'm not 100% sure. That's just kind of what it seems as of right now, especially with hand cannons pretty much being solidified further into their spot as close range weapons. At max damage, the damage will now fall off to 50% of what it should be, and 33% at ranges less than max but more than the hand cannon's projected range. And that'll change obviously from weapon to weapon, but more or less the hand cannons are getting not a huge, but a pretty decent damage buff from what they originally were. Although I am very curious if we will still see the IS Luna and the Palindrome still around, because with that damage fall off nerf, we also seen a buff in the initial first hit accuracy of hand cannons, and those are set back to the year 1 values, which for those who weren't around for year 1 PvP, hand cannons were totally really dominant in the Crucible. It's pretty cool, and it'll be fun to see some more pocket hand cannons to shine through, and maybe, who knows, maybe we'll see some more pocket thorns come around again. You never know. Now, there are a couple other random things tweaked, and those would happen to be the Stormcaller Warlock melee range has been significantly decreased, which is, to me, being a Titan player, it's a pretty accepted gesture. Storm Trance doesn't last as long either, with each second on the ground, and the Titan perk Juggernaut can't be activated mid-air, so hopefully we won't be seeing super aggro Titans anymore. Now, there was a couple other changes to the Hunter, but I don't believe those will change gameplay that much with Hunter classes. Something I do want to touch up on, and I was a little shocked it wasn't addressed in the patch notes or in the live stream, was the Memory of Scory artifact. In PvP, this artifact is such a huge contender, and in my opinion, meta-defining at the moment because of its perk. And for those who don't know, the Memory of Scory artifact has a perk called Scory's Harmony, which is when your super is full, nearby ally supers recharge a lot faster. This pretty much meant with teams of 3, 4, 5, 6, really you name it, even a party of 2, it can happen. everyone pretty much had a super at all times, and they can feed off one another. So you would have some pretty intense builds with PvP, where hypothetically a warlock can have their super within the first 5 minutes of the game, and everyone can have their supers minutes, if not seconds, after. It's just a little crazy to me that Bungie would not address this in the new sandbox update. Anyway, in the near future of Destiny PvP, I can't help but to see another resurgence in sniper rifles. I believe that the scout and auto rifles will further dwindle out of the meta until Bungie finally makes some sort of significant change to them. Pulse rifles will still reign supreme, but in other forms, e.g. not the Clever Dragon or Grasp of Malak, and slowly but surely shotguns and hand cannons will fade into the past once again. But who knows, maybe it'll be a little bit different. Now, if there are any opinions or ideas about patch 2.5.0.2, that is such a mouthful, feel free to say that 5 times fast if you can. Sound off in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed the video, help me out by leaving a like, subscribe for some more FPS videos, and as always, I will see you in the next video.